Well, the final trailer for Joker, which drops this October, came out a few days ago. And I don't know about you, but I think it looks awesome. I mean, a lot of people, they want a positive video from me. Here you go. I think it looks awesome. I don't understand. It just we're gonna analyze the trailer in a second, but is there something going around that I don't know about? It seems like people are just, well, in particular, people with blue check marks are very, very upset about this movie. And they have been ever since its announcement. They've said it's a film for mediocre white guys and all sorts of crazy things like that. On August 29th, Data Racer at Data Racer 117 put together a nice infographic, which we've seen before. All right. But I'm not sure where this whole Joker is an incel thing happened. The problem is I use definitions for words. So when somebody says a word, I know that it's linked to a definition. Just like when people use, the bad guys from WW2 nowadays, I've linked that word to its actual definition. At what point in any of the trailers have we seen anything about Joker's love life? In fact, he seems to be doing just fine in this latest trailer. However, this goes all the way back to Alan Zilberman, way back in April when they showed the first trailer, Joker, a film where you're supposed to sympathize with a mediocre white man, deranged, he went down the wrong path, will no doubt be appealing to the wrong audience for the worst reasons. But then even in August, this, since the latest trailer, find someone who looks at you the way 20 to 30-year-old white dudes look at whoever is playing the Joker. I mean, I'm 35, so I guess that's not about me. I don't understand it. I don't think you're a bad person if you think the new Joker flick looks cool. I just think we don't need any more stories about white men who had a bad day, so they decided to hurt people until we get white men under control. First of all, if you knew anything about the Joker's character, he didn't just have a bad day. For you on Twitter, having a bad day would probably warrant you doing terrible things, as we've seen very, very often. But no, and in fact, if you've seen any parts of the leaked script for the movie, he didn't just have a bad day. He had a horrible life. Horrible. Now, I won't spoil anything. I'm kind of annoyed I even saw it in the first place, but it is what it is. Here we go from the 28th with the new trailer. With every trailer, the Joker movie looks like the plot is white dude gets treated like people who are not white dudes and always treated, becomes supervillain, and it's so cool, you guys. Yeah, a lot of people. Oh my God, who are these morons? Here's Sean Kent. The Joker movie looks like the plot where when a white man becomes a bad person, it's not his fault. He's misunderstood soul who's pushed to it by societal forces. Again, I don't know what trailer these people are watching, but that's not what I get. I get a man that is literally dumped on by everybody in their entire life, not just a bad day. It's pretty obvious from things in the trailer where he's saying, I've been coming to my therapist forever. Or when you read the script, the things that happened to him when he was a child, or the relationship he has with his mom. There is an innumerable amount of reasons why the Joker is the way he is. Yet these people just ignore that as what? A way to rip on white dudes? I don't understand. You see, leaked Joker script promises the most controversial comic book ever. Now, there are spoilers in here, so I'm not going to show you, but it looks awesome. I want a controversial movie. I want a movie that some people will love and some people will hate. From all indications in the trailer, it looks like something I'm going to love. It looks like we've got just kind of a dark and dingy city. You see Joaquin Phoenix, which, by the way, could I mean, this could be the man is an incredible actor. All right. If we look at the reactions to this film, 550,000 upvotes to 15,000 downvotes. I'd say people think it looks pretty good. You start with this early scene. He's just trying to be nice to this kid, and the kid's mom turns around and scolds him for being nice to her kid. I mean, it's just how do I say, a small, subtle thing. Then you get a flash into his home life. You see his skin. He's got something going on here. I don't know if that's leftover makeup or what the case is. You see he's just deranged, or he's just walking down the hallway laughing even when he's sad. You see him talking to his therapist. He has this iconic line where he's like, you ask me, I'm paraphrasing here. He says something like, you ask me if when I'm having bad thoughts, you don't get it. I'm always having bad thoughts. I mean, how is that line just, delivered excellently? And then you see him working his day job as a clown. I mean, is this what everyday people, run down the alley, steal your sign, and beat you up? Is that what happens to everyday people? He lives in this just dilapidated apartment with his mother. She terminates her relationship with him. It looks like somebody's in the hospital here. I'm guessing it's his mom. Then you see a guy played by De Niro, which is like a late night show host, showing a clip of the Joker's stand-up. And you can see he's so excited. He thinks, I finally made it. I'm going to be on this big TV show. And then he ends up getting memed on with his like, nobody thinks that guy's funny. And obviously there he doesn't look too happy, having his dreams crushed yet again. The soundtrack to this trailer, by the way, is awesome. I wish I could play it, but, Warner Brothers be Warner Brothers. Then you start to see kind of this uprising, this we are all clowns. I talk about, and I don't know what order I'm going to upload these in, but I talked about this in the Terminator Dark Fate trailer. You can reference modern day times in movies. It happens all the time, but boy, this really seems to fit. The original Joker got demented from falling into a thing of toxic waste. This guy just dealt with toxic society. He's getting all painted up. He's clearly broken. He shows up. He's just nuts, right? Like you would expect out of the Joker. And then they kind of allude to some people dressed as clowns doing some bad things. We don't know if that was him or not. He likes the movement, obviously. Then you see at the Modern Times Gala, there's a lot of clowns in the crowd. He seems to be enjoying it. Oh, yeah, here's, by the way, a scene where, he meets a good-looking young lady, and bam. I'd say he did all right there. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that, I don't know. Here he's running to the hospital. His mom probably passes, which probably makes him snap. I'm guessing. That's just my guess. Then he shows up. Looks like he gets invited onto that Tonight Show. Oh, here he's like antagonizing this guy to get him to punch him. Just a bizarre Joker thing. Everyone's on the train dressed as clowns, which is great. Then he gets on this guy's show and he tells him, hey, introduce me as Joker. And when he walks out, like, something bad is probably going to happen to that talk show host. I just highly recommend you watch this trailer. It's rare that I do that, but it just, with the scoring, with, I wish I could play it. I really wish I could, but Warner Brothers and Paramount still seem to be claiming these things, and I'm hoping that this at least is, maybe this is more heavy on the commentary side. 18 million people have seen the trailer, so I'm assuming many of you have. I'm not quite getting this is a mediocre white dude anthem from the trailer. I'm getting this is a portrayal of Joker that may rival Heath Ledger's. And I know that may come across blasphemous to some people, but I'm telling you, Joaquin's got the chops, and he looks awesome in this film. I will be seeing Joker opening weekend unless something comes out about it that, you know, I hear and makes me change my mind in the next month. But it looks incredible. And I don't know why. You know, it's funny. Maybe this is just bias because of my taste. I don't know. I like darker movies. I like movies that are raw. I like movies that are sad. I like movies that don't have a lot of laughs. In fact, some of my favorite movies are dark comedies. There's one, I forget what it's called, The Traveler or something like that, where like basically this woman who's kind of a loser and this man who's kind of a loser, they meet while he's journeying across the country to start dating. It turns out that he's, well, I don't want to give it all away, but it's pretty good. Someone will list the title in the comment section, because its name escapes me right now, but I really liked it. What is it called? I'm going to tell you right now. Sightseers, I believe. Yep, that's the one. Sightseers. How did that rate, by the way? 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Anyway, this is my kind of comedy. I still haven't seen the latest The Art of Self-Defense, because weirdly it seemed like it was in the theater like a day and then I missed it. So I don't know if it was like an early release and it's coming back, but that's another kind of supposedly dark comedy. So maybe I'm just being biased and that Joker will always appeal to me, and that his character, when played correctly, will always appeal to me. But this movie looks awesome, and I don't really care that, you know, blue check marks on Twitter are upset by it. If anything, that's going to help sell more tickets. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. Hey, if you're still hanging out, there's a subscribe button right on the screen right now. Make sure to click that, turn notifications on. And if you want to see the next video, that should also be hovering around the screen. Thanks so much for watching this and for supporting the channel. What are you waiting for? Subscribe and, you know, turn on notifications and like the video.